So I started crocheting when I was about 5 years old in kindergarten. I remember I had a big pink ball of yarn, and my mom gave me a crochet hook, and she showed me how to do a chain, and I chained the entire ball, huge ball of yarn. It's acrylic yarn from the 70s, and I chained the whole thing, and as the chain got longer, I rolled it up, so I ended up with a big ball of a chain of pink yarn, and that's where it all started.
Vanessa's passion for fiber arts caused her to open up the local yarn store located on University Boulevard and Rouse Road, titled Knitcessities.
If you're not a knitter or crocheter, it doesn't seem like such a big business, but there are a lot of people out there who love to knit, crochet, weave, spin. There's all kinds of things that you can do with fiber and yarn. And so I was excited to bring this to Orlando because we're the only specialty yarn store in Orange County at all, in Orlando. Otherwise, you literally, I was traveling to different counties to get my yarn.
Vanessa wasn't the only one to notice the lack of yarn stores nearby. Other knitters and crocheters noticed as well.
First, I had Central Florida crafters came in to check out the store, and they said, hey, we have a group, we're meeting over at the Panera, can we meet here? I said, absolutely, sure.
I'm actually the person who started the fiber group. We used to meet in a restaurant every week, and we were just deciding that we wanted to change our venue because the restaurant was loud and we didn't really like the food and all that stuff. So we decided we wanted to switch venues, and that's when I happened to meet Vanessa. Was like that week, and I was like, destiny, you know. So I spoke to her about having the group move here, and it's been so comfortable, and the group has grown and become, I think, closer. So it's just been a great environment for it, and Vanessa makes it a really, really welcoming place to be.
We are a mixed bag of people.
There's a writer. We have somebody that works for Boeing and NASA projects. Over there's a doctor right now. I've got a woman who works in an attorney's office. I've got a few retired people. I've got students that come in. So I have a huge range of ages and types of people that come in. And it's just fun to see them all interact and just have a good time because it's the common string that holds them together is knitting and crocheting. Seeing the community come together and have a place to meet and hang out with people who just love fiber as much as they do and talk about not just about yarn and crocheting, and they talk about their families, and they've built new relationships and friends.
Well, they are my people.
They told me, hey, we hang out on Saturdays, and then they told me, hey, we hang out on Thursdays. So it just became my nice little routine after I had my son to just kind of get out there and talk to adult people.
Does it count as adult?
You are adult.
I am not an adult.
Sometimes we get on subjects and we just start laughing, and a lot of times, and you experience this as you grow up, as you get older, you kind of have fewer and fewer friends and fewer people that you can talk to, either seriously and have a really deep conversation or just belly laugh.
Sometimes it's hard, but it pays to set aside things sometimes and come back to them. And it also pays to come here with your problem and get some support. Get help from Vanessa, even is available, but also from there are people at this table that I would consider experts at what they do. And you could turn to them and they'll be able to answer almost anything.
This web of crafters and fiber artists continue to grow around the UCF area and around Knitcessities.
Once they leave here, they go out and they knit and they crochet in public and oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'd like to learn how to do that. And so I really think that these groups here and at other places will keep this craft alive, which it needs to be. It needs to be kept going through the generations, and that's how we're going to do it. I always joke, it's not your grandmother's crochet, it's not your grandmother's knitting.
If you don't think you can, you should definitely try, because I knit for almost 20 years, and I came in here saying I can't crochet, and I learned it, and it's become one of my favorite things.
You teach them how to fish, right? And then they'll eat for a lifetime. So you teach them how to read a pattern, they'll crochet or knit for a lifetime.